I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. If you like the reading, please give me a thumbs up. All right, what is Capricorn struggling with? We have slow and steady wins the race. High Priestess. Five of Cups. Ten of Swords. Journey. Chop wood. I feel like you're on a new path and a new journey, and I feel like you're putting up a lot of resistance to it. I feel like you're trying to hold on to the past, or you're trying to hold on to the way that things were, or that an old way of doing things. I almost feel like you're trying to rush through something, but you haven't completed processing what had happened here. I feel like you think that you've let it go and you think that you've moved past it, but I kind of feel like you haven't. And I feel like you still have some more processing to do. You're having trouble getting in touch with your intuition because you're still focusing on these three spilled cups, whatever this represents for you, whatever's happened. You have emotions where you feel your emotions have spilled out. You're feeling like you're focusing on something that happened that is not a positive thing for you. I feel like you need to go, you need to get busy. You need to, chop wood is working, getting busy. You know, it's doing the hard stuff that you don't really want to do, doing those things that you don't really want to do. Like life would be, actually it would be kind of boring if everything always kind of went our way and everything was always good. Yeah, it would be good to try that. You know, it's kind of like when I was a stay-at-home mom when my kids were growing up, and there were other moms who were working, and they're like, oh, I wish I could stay home. I wish I could stay home. And it always seems like the grass is greener on the other side, and it always seems easier. But being a stay-at-home mom was not the easiest thing because you're constantly at your job. You're constantly working, right? You never get a break, at least. And I know some moms had tried it for a while, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't stay home. I need to go back to my job. I need to have that, because you're able to step away from the home. You're able to have that group of people that you know outside of the home. You're able to have those adult conversations. You're able to focus on different things. But when you're a stay-at-home mom, you're constantly at your job. It's an amazing job, and I loved it. I wouldn't change it for the world. But I'm just saying that it's, at holidays and Christmas time and 24/7, it doesn't matter. You're at your job all the time, and you don't have any things to get away from it. I loved it, and it was very satisfying, and definitely my children loved that I was there, and I would do it again. But sometimes we think the grass is greener on the other side, and that, like I said, if everything always happened in our favor, then we wouldn't be able to see, have those challenges and to learn from situations and kind of do those things that we don't really want to do, right? That you're on your path, and this is a wall you've put up right there, this three spilled cups, and how you're focusing on that. Like you've put on this blockage. You've created this block within yourself, and it's making you tired, and it's kind of stopping you on your journey, but it's, you're having trouble with getting down to work. Yeah, sometimes we just keep putting things off and putting things off. It's like, I don't want to deal with that. But then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I think it's time to deal with this situation. What do you need to focus on? Be generous of spirit. Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, which is the third eye chakra, which is kind of that intuition, which again kind of goes back to that high priestess. And then we have observer. I kind of feel like you have to step back and you have to really change your focus. Change your focus. Definitely with a lot of thought going on here with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. You have to cut something out, right? You have to cut out this 5 of Cups here. You have to cut out really these 3 spilt cups, but you still have the 2 cups left. There's something that you need to cut out. There's something, you know, that you need to deal with. 10 of Cups, focusing on your 10 of Cups, what makes you happy, and truly what makes you happy, not what makes someone else happy. But I feel like you kind of have to take a step back and kind of observe what's really going on. Analyzing things. I feel like you can't analyze it when you're in the middle of it. So you have to kind of step away from it. Sometimes we can see things better when we step away from a situation. What energy is coming in for you? We have Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. That's what I was saying over here with the observer. So that energy is kind of continuing in this next line. Take time out to really get a clear head and then move forward. Devil. Coming into your own power. Empress, a lot of growth here for you. Hostilities. There's a situation that you're going to have to deal with. And I kind of feel like it's going back to this Devil card. That I feel like it's almost like you have to take this sword and you have to cut this chain right in the middle to free yourself from this. And again, he has the sword here. Look, it's kind of like the same image here with this Page of Swords. Exchanging gifts. I feel like there's something that you need to cut out. There's something that you need to stop. There's something you need to... I almost feel like it's a toxic energy that's surrounding you. I kind of feel like this back and forth and this up and down. But I feel that this is what you need to cut out right here. Whatever this Devil and this hostilities represents to you. But I also feel like it's taking that time, right? Really look and see what it is that is creating this Devil and this hostilities energy here and what you need to cut out. There's something around you that's swirling you, this heaviness, this dark cloud. What does that represent to you? It's almost like putting a dark cloud over your 10 of Cups. What's your gut telling you? You're not listening to it here, but this is what you need to really listen to over here. And exchanging gifts is sort of that, I feel like it's that back and forth. Taking but giving back. All right, let's grab a Star Dragons card. Oh, we had 2 that came out. We have grief, accepting loss. Okay, so that could be something with this, right? Accepting some loss. Maybe there's... Again, with this, right, is there a loss of something that has really kind of stirred up and created this cloud that is around you? But you have to realize that it's a toxic energy, this grief or this loss. Like you haven't accepted this situation. And this is what's kind of creating a wall around you. And even though it's hard to accept a loss, without a doubt, there's time to process it, but we also have to realize that when we stay in that energy too long, it becomes a negative, it becomes a problem. And then we have time. You have to give yourself that time. So time, I feel, goes with the observer and taking time out. Something to do with time, right? This is an important thing in this reading. Give yourself that time, but then also give yourself a time limit to say, okay, I'm going to stay in this energy for X amount of time, and then after that, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to start processing it, right? Because this is what's creating this hostilities here, this negative energy, this toxic energy, and this is what you need to see and you need to realize. And accepting something. Even though there are times when we don't want to accept things, right? We don't want to say, okay, admitting defeat or, admitting to a situation. But we also have to realize that if we don't accept it, it just hinders us and it keeps this cloud around us. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.